Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope everyone is having an amazing day. Now today guys, I'm carrying on with the tidying up in the polytunnel and it is almost 99.9% completed. As you can see here, we've bought, over the past couple of days, we bought some of the plants that we've been overwintering indoors in the house back into the polytunnel. And we're keeping some still in the house, mostly the house plants and some of the seedlings that are carrying on growing under the grow lights. And I'll just show you what we've done. If you haven't watched the other videos, this is our yard. Got a lot of plants that we've had in the polytunnel, like some of the hanging baskets, all back out into the yard for the spring and summer months. And look at that for a lovely day. And the hanging basket stand I had in my office, that is down with all the plants on it now, so it's enjoying lots of fresh air and sunshine. Our big tall cacti out there enjoying the sun. And some of the Ripsalidopsis under here, and the Slumbergira under here as well. They're getting a little bit of shade under the table, but still plenty of light and sun here. And the monkey's tail, Clayster Cactus there. And a lot of my other epiphyllums here too, all enjoying the sunshine there. And just got to show you all the buds on my Ripsalidopsis, commonly known as the Easter cactus. That's loads of buds coming on them here. And this one here is absolutely packed with buds, so it's going to be wonderful to see. And then these are all our tall serious type of cacti that we've got out now for the spring and summer. And fingers crossed we just don't get any frosty nights, anything that's forecast. Worst comes to worst, we'll have to bring everything back in here, which we'll just have to drag it all in for the odd night or two. But hopefully that's it now. That should be us for the spring and summer. And some Blossfeldiana, Calico Blossfeldiana, all packed with buds. And that's it. I've got some of my carnivorous plants out here, the Nepenthes, Sarracenia, and my Venus flytraps over there, getting plenty of rainwater. And that's really what it is. All the plants have been brought down now. I think we've got a couple up in the plant room. I think we've got a large Tradescantia plant and also the ZZ plant. They are in the house, in the window, but I think I'm going to bring them down, probably put them under here because they like a bit more shade and there's loads of room under this table, so might as well get them out the house and get more space. And this is it really. And what I'm going to be doing today is this is the Opuntia table, and this is the only table left in the polytunnel that I've got left to tidy. And it is pretty much okay as it is, to be honest with you. It's just that I want to have taller plants like these, for example, at the back and smaller ones at the front. It is in some type of order. This is only going to be quite a short video, which is good because I've been putting on awful long videos because I've just had so much to do and I've wanted to document everything. So this should be pretty short. This is more of an update on everything and where I am with the tidying up. This is the last table, and rather than just show you all the stages, I'm just going to, as I say, show you what it looks like now and show you what it looks like after. Plenty of space in between all the plants. So this is going to be very easy for me to rearrange here, and just a case of putting the taller ones at the back and the smaller ones at the front and just putting them into some type of order, because although they're all the Opuntia family, some are Austrocylindra Opuntia, some are Tephro Cactus and Corian Opuntia, different types of Opuntia species, so it's easy just to put them all together, mainly when people are coming to view. But that's what I'm going to be doing today, guys, so let's get going. I'll just let you know what I've done so far. I've got a few plants on the floor, still rearranging. What I've done, these two sides of the table here, the middle table. I know it's weird to start in the middle. I should have started at the end, but it's just the way I work. These, I've got a lot of taller ones at the back. And what I've done is I've tried to group the Microdaces group of Opuntias all together. And these are the Microdaisies, the golden one. I think it's the Rafida Supra it's called. That's sort of the dark gingery coloured little spots. This one is the Opuntia Microdaisies cristata, and that has more golden spots, and obviously it's a cristata, as you can see, lovely big leafy sort of leaf array. They're not leaves, but you know what I mean. the stem segments are wavy, and this is the most commonly seen one, Opuntia Microdaces with the white spots. This one is another Opuntia Microdaces. This isn't the cristata form, this is the normal form, again with the golden spots. And this one was a cutting that was gifted to us from Olga. So Olga, you'll see, is doing very well, grown new two little pads there. And then this one here isn't an Opuntia Microdaces, this is an Opuntia let's check the name of it. Opuntia decumbens. It was one we got last year from Germany, and that's doing very well there. So just sort of looked fitting with the microdaces, so that's why I put it there. And this one here is an Opuntia microdaces cristata. As you can see there, lovely sort of criss-cross-straight form, very different to this one here. So I've got them together. And now this is also an Opuntia microdaces, but this is the miniature form, and this is the Opuntia rafida minima microdaces, which is the miniature form. And this was one plant at one time, and it's actually the very first cactus I ever got. One of the very first. I got about 5 all at the same time, and it was just a little small bunch of probably about this size actually of that when I got it. And very, very long time ago now, it was actually probably about 24 or 36 years ago. My brother got it from a garden centre. It was a garden centre called B&Q, and still going to this day. And I just fell in love with it. And me and my brother sort of looked after the plants together because they were his. And then he ended up giving it to me in the end. So I took over from it on the windowsill. But yep, 36 years old is this plant here. And as he's propagated it many, many times. It's come down with mealybugs, spider mites, thrips, everything over the years, and it's just survived. And I've got a lot of this plant, and the reason why I don't give this away is because it is extremely special to me. And yeah, very, very old, lovely plant. It's not easy to find. It's a harder one to get, the miniature form. Very, very, very special. Anyway, enough of my waffle. Then at the back here we have the Opuntia. This one is sort of a strange one. I'm trying to think, is it the monocantha or something like that? But it has sort of like a monstrosy form almost. And one is a variegated form, and one is the all green with a slight little bit of variegation to it. And then this one here is another different, or 3 different types, but they do look very similar. That's there. Now I have another Opuntia over here as well, one of these type. But that is staying there because it just sort of looks good with the Crassula ovata. Don't ask me why I like the two together. It just has a similar sort of appearance. When it comes to having things displayed, I like them to sort of look good. I know it's not a living room or anything like that, but you know, it just looks more nicer when people are coming round and when you're looking at plants and things. It does help than when it's just all thrown together. And then this is the table I'm working on now. I've got the hairy Opuntias, quite a few different types here, all together. Opuntia hystericina hybrid, I think it is. And this is another one there. This is a Opuntia, to name the labels, Opuntia, if I can see that, Uricina. Very strange names. I never remember all these, that's why I have to have them all labelled. And what I'm going to be doing probably the next couple of days is making sure, going through all the plants in the Polytunnel and making sure they've all got a label on them, because as many as I can label as possible, because I'm terrible at remembering all the names. The names are so confusing. But I'm putting all the hairy ones all together there. And I'm just working on this side here. This is a lot of the tephro cacti and the Ostrocylindia Opuntia type, all the round type of ones. And this one here is a Opuntia mehuenopsis species. They're just a little bit different to the normal type of Opuntias. These are my Opuntia humifusus that have grown from seed. They'll probably leave them hanging on the side there. They look pretty good like that. As I say, this isn't in strictly in Opuntia genus order in any form. It's just roughly so they're in some type of group, and it looks a bit more appeasing to the eye. So, and then this side here I've also done. Now this is an Brasilia Opuntia variety, and I've got that there. This one is Hansi's. This one, another one is, I think it's Opuntia, I can't remember the name of that, Super Rupa, I think it is, the one with the lovely big sort of, has lovely deep purpley areoles as well. When it's really sunny, the purple really comes out. And this one is a tephro cactus here, a little baby one behind. Now this is the really lovely, lovely plant I really love so much here. We have a lot of these at the moment. A lot of them we've been propagating. This is an Ostrocylindia Opuntia salmiana, and it's not very commonly seen for sale. In fact, it's practically impossible to buy. This was Hansi's plant he's had for a very, very long time. He brought it over from Sweden when he moved to Ireland just over two years ago now, and he took a lot of cuttings from it because it was a big plant and difficult to move over. And as you can see, they've taken really well. But this plant has beautiful little white flowers all along it. It didn't flower the past 2 years Hans has been in Ireland, but I think it's because it was acclimatising to rerooting itself and into the new pot, so that's normal. You know, focus goes on the roots with cuttings instead of on the flowers. But it's a good chance it could flower this year. I gave it a good water only the other week, and fattened up. The stems were so shriveled and they're fattened up nice and firm, almost like big thick pencils. Gorgeous. So it's an unusual cactus, and fingers crossed that this beauties will flower for us. And it was interesting when we actually did propagate this. I think I made a video at the time. If I have, I'll link it into the video. It'll be up above now if the video is still there. I can't remember. If it's not, my apologies, but if it is, it will be up, flashing up now. And we just literally from the little pods, that just sown them. It's incredible how they grew. Very interesting cactus. But anyway, I'll let Hansi talk about that another day, because he's much more knowledgeable about this type of species of Opuntia than I would be now. But it's fascinating. So there we go. That's the three, and just left with these two sides of the table now, and that's it. Now guys, I just noticed when I was moving one of my tephro cacti, it's actually been wobbly at the base, so I got it out of the pot, and I noticed that the main part of the base had loads of sort of tiny little holes all the way through it. The plant hadn't rotted and the roots looked sound, but all the little holes in the base of the bottom part of this looks very much like vine weevil, but I couldn't see any traces of bugs at all. But obviously what I've done is I've cut the bottom half off it, because I don't want any risks, because obviously there's signs of holes being drilled through. There's some pest that's got into there, and I've also propagated the two top parts of it as well, just to be on the safe side. Very strange, not really seen that before, but as you can see, it's pretty much okay there, and the bottom part. So what I'm going to be doing, letting that callus over. Not a problem, these root pretty easy anyway, and I actually put them into cardboard toilet rolls holders, because the cardboard keeps them dry and also keeps them upright, so they're able to callus over, and then probably in a couple of weeks I'll pot them up and treat them as cuttings. But I'm not quite sure what's happening there, but getting through it. Nearly done, guys. Woo! That's all the Opuntia table, all completely done now. And these last two tables, what I've done there now is I've put obviously the lovely big hairy cacti towards the back there, and some of the smaller species of Opuntia, tephro cactus, Opuntias towards the front, and then my Opuntia humifusas I've grown from seed. I've got them at the front there because they hang down, and it's not that they're dying for a drink. That is actually how they grow. They grow like that in nature. They sort of hang right down, so it's perfect there. And then a mixture of some of my other tephro cacti and Opuntias there. Mixture of pretty much everything. And that's it. And look, there's loads of space all around the plants, so it means when I pot on, or if I need to pot them on during the summer months, or the next few weeks, there's loads of space for them to go back again. And I'm pretty good. I think it looks much more attractive like that. And as I say, that's the polytunnel completely done. That is it, completed. I am really happy to say. And as you can see, loads of room, loads of space, and look at the floor. I mean, it's great. Now, you know, you can do a little dance and a song or whatever you want to do in the middle of that. It's absolutely fantastic. We've got a little table there. We have the table and chairs. I mean, Hans is going to have our breakfast and our evening meal in here. Absolutely fantastic. Couldn't be better. Really pleased with it. And that is really all it is. And then what I'm going to be doing now is, well, not now, probably tomorrow, the next day, is just tidying up the plant rooms, because we've got a few plants left in there, loads of space. Just going to be rearranging the kitchen windowsill and the two plant rooms. And then once that's done, that is absolutely everything done for the spring and summer. I can then sit back and relax and carry on writing my ebook, which I just haven't had chance to do, so it means then it gives me a bit of space. And then in between, I'm going to do a little bit of repotting the plants that need to be potted up, or just a change of soil. And that's it then. Very, very pleased. So guys, thank you so much for your support. And thank you so much for watching and all your amazing comments. I want to send you loads of love. Oh, if you want to know more, I know I keep saying this, about how to grow cacti on succulents, do check out my website, desertplantsofavalon.com. So guys, I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of plant power from across the Emerald Isle. And until the next video, bye.